Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Frank Beaty, and I'm going to be your instructor for this class on ministry leadership and staff relationships. I am in my office, so you'll see my office every once in a while, and hopefully not all of the mess. But I live about halfway between Chicago and St. Louis on I 55 and I 74. So that's where we're at. As we look forward to this class over the next 8 weeks, I want us to think carefully about what it means to minister together. There are going to be some really excellent reading assignments. They are awesome. And there's going to be great discussion boards, opportunity to interact with each other and to think through issues on a deeper level that are so helpful. I'm convinced that we together are going to learn and grow and be able to evaluate our effectiveness as we minister in Christ's kingdom. Our class is in the process of being revised, and so I am going to be including in some of the announcements a revised list of discussion boards and assignments. So you need to pay very close attention to that. I will post that very soon. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a graduate of Moody Bible Institute, of Dallas Theological Seminary, and I earned my doctorate at Trinity Evangelical Divinity School. I am married to my wife the week right after we graduated from Moody, and this summer we will celebrate 52 years of being married. So just in case you're trying to figure out what the numbers are, I'm 73. I don't feel like that. I feel like I'm about 50. But that's where we're at. I began my ministry in a very interesting way. I had a friend who said, when you get the farm chores done some evening, I'd love to sit down and talk to you. Well, I wondered, did he find out that I was the one that put those cattails in his bed at camp? Well, it wasn't that. Rather, he asked me, would you consider being the weekend pastor of a little village church that has just voted out a liberal denomination? I was stunned. I didn't know quite what to think, but out of respect to him, I agreed that I would preach there one Sunday in August. And so it was in September of 1962. At 19 years of age, God called me to begin pastoring. Each weekend I would travel about 200 miles on the train down to Galesburg, Illinois, where I had my car parked, and then I ministered in that village on the weekend, returning on early Monday morning to resume my activities with the missionary movement and my studies. What a life God has given us. God has blessed me so much with a wife who is a ministry partner, and we love to minister together. We have 3 children. Andrew, our older son, also serves with Moody Distance Learning. He is a graduate of Moody, Dallas Theological Seminary, and is in the dissertation phase of his PhD from Illinois State University. He and his wife have 5 biological children, age 17 to 25. They also have 6 adopted children, ages 4 to 25. Well, the adopted ones are 4 to 15. Each of those children have numerous psychological, emotional complications, mostly because of the abuse of alcohol and illegal drugs during pregnancy. And so Judy helps a lot with them. We moved here a year and a half ago, and they found us a house 4 houses from theirs, so it's very convenient for her to be able to go down of a morning and help the children finish getting ready for school and get on the school bus, and then after school to be down there when they get off and help them with homework or unwind, and is there until supper gets in progress. So that keeps her busy. She also helps by taking uh, some of the kids to various kinds of therapy that they have throughout the week. Our second son, Stephen, will graduate from William and Mary Law School on May 12th. He was building expensive houses in 2008 when the economy plummeted, and he discovered that he could join the Army at age 39. And he joined with the goal of achieving a high school dream, being a Christian, a Christ follower, lawyer. When he gets uh, completed with William and Mary, he will be stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. He and his wife have 10 biological children. The oldest two are totally out of the house. One of them is married and has 2 children. And then the next two, the older daughter has been on mission for a year or maybe a little longer, and the other one has a job back in Virginia. Our third child is our daughter, Esther. She and her husband live in Bloomington also. He is a corrections officer at the maximum security prison in Pontiac, Illinois, and that's where our children grew up, and that's about 30 miles from here. Through the years, Judy and I have served churches in Herman, Illinois, in Dallas, Texas, in McHenry, Illinois, in Pontiac, Illinois, in Lindale, Texas, and in Burlington, Iowa. We have worked in the solo pastor context, and we worked when we had a staff of 14 or more people. I have served churches in small villages, in a metropolitan area like Dallas, in towns of 10,000 to 15, 20, 30,000, as well as in a small gated community. I have served in such a diverse experience that God has blessed us with. We really thank God for that. One of the other blessings that He has granted to us through the years is to help intern a number of students, at least 30, through the years. In 2008, Judy and I joined Interim Pastor Ministries. As we served Christ, we felt like this was our calling at that stage of our life. And since 2008, we have served churches in Garner, Iowa, Williston, North Dakota, Derby, Vermont, and Minonk, Illinois. My passion in interim pastor work is to be an intentional interim specialist where I work with the leadership over a number of months, usually 18 to 24 months, to critically evaluate where the church has been, what its history is, good, bad, and ugly, where they are thinking about in the future to go, but primarily circling our attention around this question: why does Jesus want this church to exist today in this community? We develop vision, we develop passion, we address core values, and it's a very profitable experience. I love to equip people. My passion is centered around Ephesians 4:12, to equip the saints to do the work of ministry. I love to see young people that I have ministered with doing extraordinary things for God that I could never do. I just love to be able to be one of those people behind the scenes that has propelled them into future ministry. And that's my passion for this class. I enjoy what it seeks to accomplish. The course description says this course includes a study of the principles of effective leadership and administration for church-based ministries. It integrates biblical principles for church leadership and principles of organization, communication, and management. Attention will be given to the dynamics of ministering in a congregational setting. Now I'm going to add my own comments. Whether that is as a volunteer, a solo pastor, or a context of multi-staff people. I've also worked with people in this class who worked in a camp or in a parachurch organization. We are going to talk about ministry leadership, and it will be a growing experience for you. My prayer is that God will work in each one of us and through each one of us to be glorifying His name as we serve Him and as we work together over the next 8 weeks. God bless you.